Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So it's been a while since I provided an update on my 30-gallon planted Livebearer community tank. And I'm not sure if I can consider it a 30-gallon tank anymore. You can see how much water, how low the water level is, and that's because this tank leaks. It's been over a month ago since it started leaking. I just came home one day and the floor was wet and it was dripping. So it was leaking very slowly, like a slow drip, and I couldn't figure out where the drip was coming from, where the if it was like leaking from one of the side corners. And eventually it stopped leaking once it got, I see where the tube of this sponge filter is. Like right above that is when it stopped the first time. And after that I added 4 gallons to it, and then it started leaking again. And then when it did the second time, it continued leaking beyond the top of this, because it stopped right above, and now it's that much below, and then it stopped again. And so I checked all the side seams and everything was dry. I was kind of thinking maybe there's maybe some back siphon and maybe one of the tubes, but I have check valves and those were dry, and I just figure it must, it was coming from the bottom. I couldn't figure out where, and why would it just stop? If it was leaking, wouldn't it just leak until it's gone? So now I'm thinking maybe there might be a kind of like a tipping point to where there might be a very small leak where that much water pressure will cause it to leak. But right now it has stopped again here, so everything is dry outside. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about this. I think right now I'm going to just add a gallon every day and see if I can kind of find some, where that tipping point might be, and just stop there. And I guess I'll just have to get by with it not filling up all the way, as long as it doesn't continue leaking and it just stops. But I do have, if it's just eventually just going to get worse, I don't know. I do have other tanks that are not set up that I could set up to if I have to move everything. But with that, the population has decreased. So here's where we are. I have only one male platy right now, and that's it right there. One of my most recent updates, which wasn't very recent, I showed that I had one male left after I had a bizarre male die-off, where a lot of the males, I just had like one stretch in 1 week where maybe 15 fish died, and they happened to be males. And then I had just one marigold varieties platy male left, and that has since died. But then I do have one youngster that has grown, still not fully grown, that is a male, so that's a good sign. I at least have one male left. And somewhere in here there's another fry, or it's not like a tiny baby fry, but it is still small, and there's one that was born pretty recently. There it is, you can kind of see it back there. One little platy left, so there is hope that the population can rebound and I can, with the male and get things going. As for the guppies, we're at the end of the line because I don't have any more female guppies left in here. This is like the last of the regular guppies, regular male. The rest are these male Endler hybrids. So I had a male yellow cobra Endler in here, and then that spread its genes with some of the female gups I have. So now there's probably maybe several of those, well, maybe 5 or so, but no more females. So at some point I'm going to have to add some females, or if it's even in this tank, like, I don't really know what I want to do with that. Panda gar right there, Siamese algae eater, and there's the last Julie Corridora. The roseline shark is quite big now, and somewhere in here I'm down to 2 neon tetras, and you can kind of see one right there. You can kind of see the blue and the red of it. That's 1 and 2 that are left. And the plants, there was a time when this was loaded with Java moss, and I've been pulling it out. I was pulling it out, I mean, I haven't in a long time, but it's not growing as much. I haven't added fertilizer in this tank in over a month. And not too long ago, I had a video where I was showing the water sprite that was growing out of the top, and most of that is gone. This has died off. There's still a little bit right there. Not entirely, but the plants are dwindling. Well, the good thing is I don't have that much duckweed left. There's still some bits of it, but the entire surface was covered with it at one point, and now the still have some murky fluotans in there. And the shrimp population is down too. I still have plenty in here. Let's see if I can find some. I'm sure there's some in view that I'm not noticing. Right here. But yeah, I mean, a lot has to do with, I haven't been feeding the tank as much. I haven't done water changes with this leakage, and I don't know what to do. I have alluded to, and it's been a while since I even made a video, but I have mentioned I've been like crazy busy. Haven't been able to keep up with my tanks. With everything, with this pandemic that we're in, where things are shut down, and a lot of other people have extra time. It's the opposite for me. I have way less time. But yeah, that's where we are with this tank. Alright, well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.